Gemini, hello, how are you? It is me, Lauren B. Welcome to the Untitled Tarot. We back, baby. So, Gemini, I laid out your cards for you this week. Let's come closer. Sit and talk with me, my little Geminis. So, the last reading that I did for you, it was the cutest little love reading I ever did see. It really, really was. And then I'm pulling out these cards, and I sat down to do your reading, and I got cold, and I got tired, and I got like a little almost like irritated, like cranky. I was like, I need a nap. And I was like, but like for sure you don't need a nap, Lauren. Like for sure you're fine. So I thought that was really interesting. Honestly, I'm getting the impression that your last little reading was like a cute little love reading. You like doggy paddled your way in like the deep end of love. And then it's like you were like, didn't realize how like far out to sea you got, and it scared the shit out of you. And now it's like you're trying to paddle back to shore. It's a little bit of that like cold feet, or you're having like I'm catching you in the midst of a trigger moment. Something like that. I really want to walk this out with you because you are my baby bees and I love you so much. So I'm going to do your read this week with the Rider-Waite Tarot. This is a very traditional tarot deck. Something about tradition for you today. Let's just pray. I already pray over my spreads before I start them, but I like to pray with you guys as a family. So, Father God, thank you for being here with me and my Geminis. I ask that you bless these messages, that you cover these cards, you anoint my mouth. Can you please bring through guidance and insights for Gemini that are in their highest of love, light, development, activation, alignment, assignment. Yes, we praise you and we thank you all the days of our lives. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Amen, Gemini. Amen. So, Gemini, like I said, your last reading was like a cute little love reading. You paddled out into the sea of love. You got real scared. You were like, I can't see my feet anymore. And now you're trying to swim back. So, okay, your first two cards, my love. You have the Star and you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So again, this is this trigger moment that you're having about the last time that you swam out to sea, right? Perhaps you drowned and you had to have a come to Jesus resurrection moment, but you're really sitting in a place right now where you were, it feels almost like shocked, like almost like when you jump in a pool or you get in the ocean and you don't realize how cold it's gonna be and you're like, oh my God, it's like that almost like losing your breath sort of energy. And you're really thinking about the last time that you did that you took that leap of faith, you took that risk on a star to start something new, stable, something with a foundation, right? You're thinking about that. But the thing is that in the past, it didn't work out for you. Yes? No, it didn't, because it's in reverse. So what you thought was your star, what you thought was going to be a new start, a new foundation, something that could be built upon, pentacles, tangible energy, it turned out not to be so, right? As we always say, life's rejection is God's protection. Sometimes we don't get what we thought we originally wanted because what we deserve is so much better, that God has so many bigger plans for us. And then the next card you have out is the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit. So in response to this old situation, what you decided to do was to start turning the wheel in your favor. And you did that by isolating yourself. You did that by keeping yourself separate from other people, places, and things. Sitting in Virgo energy, being very detail-oriented, being very organized, right? That nitty-gritty, that detail, the grind of daily life. As this Wheel of Fortune churns, as it turns, it sounds like it's churning. Like I can almost like hear like what are they called? Oh, what are they called? The iron things, like on a bicycle. You know what I'm talking about. Like the iron rods kind of things. I feel like it's like the sound of like wheels churning, like iron against iron. It's that weird, I'm gonna finish this video and it's just gonna come, chains, thank you. Lord in heaven, chains. I told you, I feel like tired and cold and like, oh, I wanna sit in my hermit mode. It's like, no, you don't wanna sit in hermit mode, Lauren. You don't wanna do that today. And the thing that's really sticking out to me on this Wheel of Fortune card is this little golden calf down here. Golden calves. So again, like I said, you made this Wheel of Fortune turn in your favor by isolating yourself, focusing on the nitty gritty of life, the chains, right? Things that you were chained to, bound to. And with this golden calf thing, I'm getting money. Idolizing money. You were really focused on your work. Like as if you just went to work and just isolated yourself, like hit the grind at work, saved up all your money, did that kind of thing. That meant that you were going to be successful. That was how you were going to get yourself out of your situation, by idolizing money, work, really just like throwing yourself into shit, just like keeping yourself busy, keeping your mind off it. Because with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, that confirms to me that the way that you decided you were going to get over this Page of Pentacles star in reverse, this false start energy, you were going to get yourself out of heartbreak by taking yourself out of the cold, by making enough money to keep you warm, keeping yourself so busy and distracted that you weren't going to have to sit in this energy for too long. But here's the thing now. Now you're sitting in the 9 of Wands, defensive, a little paranoid. Because like I said, this could be a totally different set of Geminis that I'm talking to right now, right? You could be a Scorpio with a Gemini moon, and this could be your read. But if this is a continuation from the last reading, you swam out into the sea of love, perhaps by accident, and now you're triggered back to the last time you did that. And now you're feeling really defensive. You're feeling a little paranoid, looking over your shoulder, waiting almost like for a wave, the wave to crash and break on you, like waiting for the rug to get pulled out from underneath you. Almost forgetting the fact that you worked so hard and you made enough money that you bought yourself hardwood floors, that you don't even have rugs anymore, right? But that could also be like the cold feet thing. But now you're sitting in this Page of Cups as you're defensive, looking over your shoulder, expecting something bad to happen to this thing, a wave to crash over you. You have this Page of Cups in reverse. So now, despite, like I said, if it is a continuation from the last reading, now you're like afraid all of a sudden to like offer up a cup of love. You're afraid to like make a message, like do a kind gesture, open yourself up, be emotionally vulnerable. And the fish, there's a little fish inside this little cup. So you could have Pisces in your chart. You could be dealing with somebody that has Pisces in their chart, but fish also represent flow, abundance, money. Almost as though you're thinking that if I do get invested in this, I'm not gonna be able to work so much. It's gonna cost me money to be in this relationship. Like they're gonna wanna move. That's gonna cost me money. Like that's gonna take time away from work. Like whatever this may be for you, it's really freaking you out because the only stability that you've known since this past star burned out was the stability of your work, your job, your money, your busy schedule. And now there's something else that's pulling on your time, pulling on your energy, and you're afraid that's going to upset the only stability that you've known, which is financial. And so now you're afraid to be emotionally abundant, which is very interesting because the last time that you did that, that perhaps is what happened as well. That when you swam out, you lost a lot of time, you lost a lot of energy, you lost a lot of money, perhaps, depending on how that went out for you. And it was from this Queen of Cups energy in which you were trying to nurture something. You were pouring into something emotionally. Again, water, fish, abundance, time, energy, money. And you were doing it all for this 10 of Cups situation. Family, community, happiness, everlasting love, right? Like a 70s song. But that's not what happened. What happened is Knight of Swords in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. Is that you, whoever else, the star, whatever it was for you, there wasn't honest communication, right? Because knights bring messages. Swords is air energy. You are air energy. Logical, truthful messages about how, and perhaps this is an aspect of yourself that you weren't being honest with yourself in the past, that you knew that this wasn't going to be a 4 of Wands situation, that it wasn't going to turn out. Because 4 of Wands is oftentimes like an 11-11 card. It's about marriage. It's about foundation, fours, family, right? F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. Oh, look, there's a U right there. See that? That's not what happened in this situation. You weren't probably honest with yourself for a period of time. You guys perhaps weren't honest with each other, that perhaps you both saw a lot of red flags about it, right? And the fact of the matter is with this 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles represents community. It represents cooperation. It represents teamwork, that you, the other person, to yourselves, to each other, weren't communicating properly about the fact that there wasn't enough teamwork and cooperation in this old situation in order to put this 4 of Wands upright. Nobody was being honest about that. And so what did you do? Again, 4 of Pentacles, tangible, energy, money. You made yourself self-sufficient. You made yourself stable. You worked. You saved your coins. You did your thing on your own foundation. But now the problem is with this Seven of Pentacles and this Seven of Swords in reverse is that you're afraid to plant new seeds, because Seven of Pentacles represents seeds that you're planting and then having the faith that God is just going to grow them for you. Because you can plant a lot of seeds, right? They don't all come up. They don't all sprout, and they're not all properly harvested or able to be harvested, right? Sometimes you get a bad crop. It happens to the best of us. That's how you learn how to farm. My nose is going crazy. And Seven of Swords is also oftentimes about like crimes of the past kind of coming to light. Realizing that you're a little bit afraid now because of things that didn't go well for you in the past, times that perhaps you were wronged, times that people weren't cooperating, weren't communicating with you about a Four of Wands, 10 of Cups situation as you were pouring time, energy, love, money, Queen of Cups style, right, into it, and that left you in a Three of Swords, that left you in a Five of Pentacles, and then you got your way out of it by working your ass off and saving your money, but that was the only stability that you knew. And now that there's another situation for you that's coming up, that's requiring you to be emotionally available, emotionally vulnerable, that full energy, put yourself back on the line, right? Big white shark could come just snatch you up. But maybe you could just float off to like an oasis, the promised land. You don't know, right? That's part of the adventure of life, which is annoying, I know. But it is part of it. But you're afraid to plant new seeds now, afraid that it's going to upset your stability because of things that have happened in the past. And so you're sitting in this Four of Cups energy, right? Sitting there like, I have these options and I have these cups. And meanwhile, God, Ace of Cups right here, is trying to hand you another ace, hand you another star. This is a new seed in which to plant that's emotionally fulfilling. Despite being an air sign, your natural state, at least for the Geminis I'm reading for right now, their natural state is a Queen of Cups energy, wanting to nurture, wanting to grow, wanting to be like emotionally relaxed, almost like when you lay in water and you just kind of like let yourself float and let like the sun just like shine on your face, right? And you're like, I'll just float somewhere, it's fine. It's like that sort of energy you want to be in. And the divine, God is trying to hand that to you. But with your arms crossed, it's like, again, being closed off because of all of these other cups that you had, right? That turned out to be empty. So just almost assuming that sooner or later, this cup has got to run dry too. Rug's got to get pulled out from underneath me. And Three of Cups is also about celebration, meaning the last time I did this, it didn't end super fun for me. I didn't have a great time. Like I was not celebrating as I should have been in a 10 of Cups situation. I ended up with a 4 of Wands in reverse situation, and that wasn't very much fun. Why would I do this to myself again? And the divine's like, well, you already swam your ass out to sea. I got you this big ass cup. Like, why don't you uncross your arms and tread a little bit? Yes? Yes. Because what you should be doing at 1313, as I say that, is that you should be coming through as the Knight of Pentacles. You should be expressing yourself. You should be offering your time and your energy, right? Something stable, something solid. If that's what you want, then you have to offer that in reverse too. You can't kind of just like play both ends against the middle a little bit and be like, I'm out to sea, I'm in the sea of love, but also don't get too close to me. Like that doesn't work that way, right? Because what we wanted over here was cooperation. What we wanted was teamwork. So in order to get a little, you have to give a little and then let yourself be open, uncross those arms, be receptive to other people who also may want to offer you something that's solid, something that's tangible, something that can be a foundation to be built upon. Just because one star burnt out doesn't mean that God can't send you a whole other galaxy, a whole other timeline, a higher activation, a higher love, like a Steve Winwood song, right? The advice is you need to unchain yourself. Remember, I couldn't think of the word before. Chains. Again, it's like couldn't even think, not even realizing how much you're still chained and tethered to like the past heartbreaks of the past. And like I said, I got cold. And I got tired and I got cranky like a baby. It's almost like, and maybe you're in a birthing process, so you feel a little bit like a baby, but my eyes started to hurt me. So I wanted to put on my glasses, right? Like I couldn't see right. It's like you're not seeing right. It's like there's something about the way that you're acting, or perhaps a way that you're perceiving a situation, or perhaps it could just be like negative enemy, devil energy, bad juju, whatever you want to call it, trying to blind you from your blessings, right? Because if God put something in your head, if God put something in your heart, then that means that it's already yours. It means that there's no reason God would have put that in you unless he fully intended on helping you achieve it, manifest it, pull it into the 3D, tangible, pentacles, energy, and hold that. But you need to release yourself from these old situations where that solid foundation with the 10 of Pentacles, the solid commitment with the 10 of Cups, the marriage foundation with this 4 of Wands didn't come in for you because it wasn't supposed to. That wasn't your person. That wasn't the time. That wasn't the way, right? Things don't always come in the way we want them. Sometimes they come in even better when we let God take control, right? It's almost like you're sitting in the passenger seat and you're like, all right, God, drive me to my new love. And then he starts going and you're like, wait, I don't like this side road. And so you start trying to pull on the steering wheel. It doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work. Let God be God. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. You need to come to a decision, right? This is feeling very Hangman in reverse. Like, you need to come into a decision that you need to untie yourself from past heartbreaks, past disappointments, past false starts, whatever instability was going on for you, and realize that if you want stability moving forward, you also have to offer that to another as well and be very decisive about that. And then you have out this 6 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Swords is oftentimes like moving into calmer waters from choppy waters, but I'm hearing like getting back out there. It's like going, give me the words. You gave me the words before and I forgot them because my head started to hurt. You guys, Gemini's making my head hurt today. You poor things. Poor things. It's only because I know your head's hurting as well. But it's almost like not being afraid to take a risk, right? Because nothing's ever promised. Reasons, seasons, and lifetimes, yes. But at the same time, if you never get in the water, you never know if you're going to be able to swim. So while the water feels like it might be choppy, it feels like a wave might crash down upon you, you've already been through that. And you floated and you treaded and you survived. So if there's an opportunity for you to get back out there and really attain your white whale, then like, why not do that for yourself? But again, what you're doing is you're sitting in a Fool in reverse and a King of Cups in reverse energy, right? So your feminine energy is very open to receiving love right now. Your feminine energy is very open to receiving your blessings, receiving messages of stability, but your masculine energy is having a hard time expressing that to others due to a lack of faith, due to a lack of being willing to like take the risk that the Wheel of Fortune could turn for you divinely, not just you pulling on the steering wheel, right? To create a false sense of stability just through overworking, keeping yourself busy, keeping yourself distracted. That's what this is. It denotes a lack of faith. Remember, the 7 of Pentacles, that we plant seeds and we have faith that by the grace of God, they will sprout, they will grow. We will be able to harvest them abundantly and then have them nourish us, our hearts, our spirits, yes? And so your feminine energy is very, like I said, very open to receiving all of this. But your masculine energy is having a hard time going forth and then extending that to others, which is part of the problem that you're having right now. And you're having a problem doing it to a Queen of Pentacles. Remember this 3 of Pentacles right here? Collaboration, partnership, companionship. This is a Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like perhaps in the past you were in a little bit of like a runner-chaser dynamic, but like they're very strongly giving me like the Queen of Pentacles does not run. And the Queen of Pentacles most certainly does not chase. She doesn't do that. This is someone that is stable. This is someone that is secure, someone that knows their worth and has a lot to offer, right? Which is why you need to be coming through. And maybe, you know what, maybe you feel like you're in a knight energy and this person is more of like a queen energy, male or female, flip it and reverse it. But so there could be an aspect of your self-esteem that took a hit in this. And so you feel a little unqualified, right? Perhaps not. It's your business, use your discernment. But it's a Queen of Pentacles energy. And so you need to offer something stable because this person has a lot to offer you. And with the 8 of Cups in reverse, that means that you walk away from the 8 in order to find the 2, which is telling me that you already have the 2. If you're not leaving to find the 2, it's because you already have it. You already have the 2 of Cups, a divine, soulmate, guided relationship in for you, and you're very open to receiving it, like I said, but you're having a hard time participating in it. So it's almost you are now on the other side of the situation that blew up in your face before. Does that make sense? You were in a relationship, you were in a situation, some kind of partnership, where that person couldn't be honest with you. They couldn't collaborate with you. They didn't offer you proper companionship. They weren't investing in a solid foundation with you. And you took your time and you worked and you did all your stuff. And now God threw you back out in the water of love. And now this person is doing that. And you are on the opposite side. Now you're having a hard time expressing yourself. You're having a hard time collaborating. You're having a hard time offering companionship, offering messages of love. You're having a hard time offering a solid foundation, commitment, whatever it may be. And perhaps part of that lesson for you is to, in order to understand the prior person that you were with, their perspective, where they were sitting. So that way you can have a greater level of empathy and compassion and forgiveness in your heart. So that way you can heal that aspect of your past so you can move forward with a clean slate. But you are on the opposite side of that situation now. So it is really important to be mindful of that, because what you are truly doing with justice in reverse, and it's Libra season, so justice should be upright all month, is you are doing an injustice to yourself and you're doing a disservice to your future as well, as what I'm getting. If only just to heal this aspect of yourself, and you're just like, I'm hearing like stubbornly like holding on to your money, holding on to the way you used to do things, holding on to like your resources, right? Your love, your schedule, your time, your energy, all of that stuff, because you don't want to be in conflict. You don't want to be in another ego battle. You don't want to fight anymore like you used to fight with this old person, but this is a new person. This isn't a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This isn't a Queen of Swords in reverse. This isn't a Queen in reverse, period. It's a Queen upright. It's a Queen upright. And the fact that your energy that you're sitting in is a Queen of Cups upright, and this other party's, their energy is a Queen of Pentacles upright, tells me that this person has the ability to offer a sense of stability, comfort, and nurturing to your Queen of Cups energy. Because we all have masculine and feminine energies in us, which means that we all have a Queen of Cups, a King of Cups, a Queen of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles, sword, all the way up, wands, until we each have our own inner Empress, inner Emperor, inner Hierophant, inner High Priestess. That's how it all works for all of us. So this person actually has the ability to notice and be able to nurture and provide a secure place, a safe place for your Queen of Cups energy to thrive and to heal. Like I said, you're doing an injustice by holding on to the things from the past, assuming that it's not an Ace of Cups upright, even though the 4 of Cups on the deck somewhere is clearly showing you, and it's coming through in the air, right? This cups isn't coming out of an ocean. You're an air sign, so this cup is coming out of the air, which means that at some point logically in your head, this cup, the 2 of Cups, remember that you already have because you're not walking away looking for it with the 8 of Cups in reverse, means that it actually makes sense to you, but you're just assuming because of the emotional trauma that you've experienced that it isn't going to work. When with Page of Swords in reverse, it tells me that you need to be honest with yourself about the fact with the Death card that that old cycle, that old situation, that old shit is done now. And you're allowed to have a new start. You're allowed to swim. You're allowed to have a Marco Polo. You're allowed to do that now. It's okay. It's okay. And it's like the stuff at the bottom of the deck, even if you go through it. Like normally I don't do this, but I'm like, I really had to walk this out. It's like King of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse. Again, being afraid if you get back out there to like fight one more good fight, it's gonna upset your apple cart. It's gonna upset your stability. So 2 of Wands in reverse, you're just refusing not to choose a path because again, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you're afraid it's not gonna be stable. When in reality, with the Ace of Wands, You know that it's like a spark of life. Wands is fire energy. It's a spark of hope. It's a new idea. It's really exciting to you. And with the 6 of Pentacles underneath that, that's telling me, confirming exactly what I said about this Queen of Pentacles, that it is an equal give and take energy-wise. This person isn't trying to take anything from you. They're trying to give. 3 of Wands, collaboration. 2 of Wands is when you choose a path. 3 of Wands is when you incorporate other people into the project. 3 is always about community, but you're just assuming that the judgment is going to be that it's not a 2 of Cups situation, right? That judgment's going to go in reverse for you in this situation like it did in the past, when in reality, it's a lover's situation. This is your card. This person brings out your true essence, the best of you. It is a lover's situation, but you're not communicating about it, thereby kind of sucking all the life out of this Empress energy, when in reality, you need to be releasing the burdens that we talked about from the past, even though you don't know how it's all going to play out, because none of us do. That's part of the adventure of life. But logically, you know that it's like a good thing for you. It's like absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy, Gemini. This is weird, but I'm going to read you some lyrics from a song. I was doing your shufflemancy. I know your reading's going to be a little long. That's fine. That's my business. That's our business. I was doing your shufflemancy, and this song by Cam came on called Redwood Tree, and it was just like speaking to my spirit. So here are the lyrics for this. I would play it, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So Redwood Tree. I'm also not singing it for you right now. It was oh, Redwood Tree, don't you recognize me? No, it's not been much time for you, but it's been decades for me. Oh, Redwood Tree, sorry I had to leave. Eager mind and a teenage heart can get hooked on a dream. I saw this world, you saw my parents grow old. You've got your roots, and I've got the wind in my soul. Ooh, don't know what you have when you're young, but you'll know what you had when it's gone. You'll know what you had. Oh, Redwood Tree, now it's just you and me. Back then it was hard to stay and easy to leave. In the soft summer breeze, it's so simple to see. The time kept ticking back home while I was living for me. I saw the world, you saw my parents grow old. You've got your roots, and I've got the wind in my soul. Ooh, don't know what you have when you're young, but you'll know what you had when it's gone. The only thing left of what used to be is you. The only thing left of what used to be is you. Oh, Redwood Tree, don't you recognize me? Don't know what you had when you're young, but you know what you'll had when it's gone. Don't know what you had when you're young, but you know what you'll had when it's gone. You'll know what you had. Old Redwood Tree. You got to do your thing. It's a process. It's a walk. This is a 38-minute video. We're walking it out with you today. I love you guys so much. My Mercury is in Gemini, so I feels you. I feel Gemini energy. Me and Geminis are like this. So, but I'm just, I felt a little concerned because of the last spread that I did for you. And now I see you in this moment, and it's so normal. It's so normal. But I would also use your discernment. This could not be your reading. Ask God to confirm it to you. Pray on it. Do your thing. Flip it and reverse it. But if this is a continuation from last week's read, I would hate to see you miss a good opportunity, if not just in love for your future, but for you to understand yourself better, to work through your trauma so that way you can really heal and work on your self-esteem and be in a place where you're aligned with the blessings that God really wants to bestow upon you. It would be remiss of me to not take the extra time and effort in which to do that and walk that out with you, because we're a beehive and you're my little baby bees, and we're soul tribe here. We are soul family, so it's all 3 of Cups. And I want everyone to celebrate. I want to collaborate with you. I want to celebrate with you. I want you guys to be living your best Gemini life ever. So this was a journey. This was a journey for all of us. However, I think we know what we got to do, Gemini. So use your discernment, your big boys, your big girls, do your thing. Missy Elliott style, but this was what I pulled out for you today, plus a little shuffle-mancy lyric shuffle. So that's fun. I love you guys very much. Don't be too hard on yourselves. We're all just in the process of learning how to be people in the world, right? We're all spiritual beings having a human experience. So I encourage you to give yourself a break, pray on it, do the best you can, call it all grace. I love you guys very, very much. If you are interested in your October monthly, that is linked in the Patreon below in the description box. My personals are open. My email is down there as well with all the decks that I use. This was the Rider-Waite Tarot if you'd like to get any of these decks for yourself. And in the meantime, stay blessed. I love you. I'll see you in the comments. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you next time, Gemini. Goodbye.